Hi everyone. In this video, we would like to take demonstration on how to disable a control. Disabling the control is nothing but in the graphical interface, we create different number of controls and all controls are enabled by default. Suppose if you would like to control the enabling of that control through programmatic control, so that means wherever that is required to enable, in order to enabling that command, we can able to programmatically also enable the control, as well as programmatically we can disable the control also. So in order to programmatically control the enabling of control as well as disabling of control, there is one method is defined in node class, that is set disable method. Using set disable method, we can programmatically control the enabling of control. How the method is used means set disable of true. When we are calling set disable of true, automatically the control is disabled. The syntax for defining this method in node class is final void disable of boolean of disable. So means that set disable method argument is passed as true, the control is disabled automatically. When it is false, the control is in enable condition. Let us take an example. Let us take button component, button B1, B2, B3. When on the button B1, when we are calling set disable of true, so that means the control is automatically disabled. The same method when you are calling on button B2, the control is automatically, the button component is automatically disabled. When we are calling same method on button B3, the control is automatically disabled. So this means in order to disable the control on graphical interface, we will call set disable method for disabling a control by sending true as the argument to the method. So let us know why this disabling is required in graphical interfaces. Suppose let us take a notepad plus plus editor. If you take save button, this save button is actually in disabled position and save all in the enabled condition. That means the save in the disable, save as in enable, and the last component, this component also in the disabled condition, this component is also in the disabled condition. So that means they are in disabled condition. Suppose if I would like to change anything on the program, automatically the save button will come to enabled condition. So this means in this graphical interface, the save button, when program is saved, automatically it is entered into disabled condition. Again and again, it is not asking to save program, it tells the program is already saved. So in this way, disabling a control is also useful in the demonstration of disabling of the control, also useful in the design and implementation of a graphical user interfaces. Let us take the same previous list view demo program in order to understand how to disable the controls. First, we execute the program directly to check all controls are in the enabled condition. So now all controls, list view, then button are in the enabled condition. So now I would like to disable the list view component. In order to set the list view component disable condition, we know that method set disable of true. So that means the list view component now will entered into disable condition by default. We'll go for compiling the program and executing the program. So now the list view component in the disable condition. So that means through programmatically we are setting the list view component into disabled condition. The same we try to call for button also. B dot set disable true. We compile the program. Disable of true. So now the button also in the disabled situation. Now programmatically we have to comment these two lines. Once after clicking button, we would like to set the list view into disabled condition. We are controlling when first time the button is pressed, automatically the list view entered into disabled condition. We'll compile the program again. So I would like to select the hobbies. I'll click on button. When I am pressing button, from the button event handling, the list view entered into disabled condition. So in this way we understood how to set the different controls using in JavaFX program to set into disable condition, either by default calling from init method or from the calling of the start method also. That means from event handling also. This is very important concept to understand in JavaFX programming for disabling controls. For any control, the same method is used. Why? Because this method is defined in the JavaFX.scene.node class. So node is the superclass for all controls. So that's why every control which call the same method for disabling the controls. Thank you for understanding this concept.